Hi, I'm David Winitsky, the new interim producing artistic director here at the Kitchen Theater. I'm standing here in the doorway to our fantastic space to welcome you to our season announcement event. I am so excited to finally be speaking to you because it's been a minute, right? It has been 6 months since we were able to gather here in community to celebrate bold, intimate, and engaging conversations on our stage. But thanks to you, thanks to the 80% of subscribers and donors and sponsors who stuck with us at the end of last season, we have made it to this moment, to announcing our lineup for the 2020-2021 season. Welcome to the Journey to 30, celebrating the past, present, and future of the Kitchen Theater Company. We're going to celebrate the past by streaming online some of our favorite past productions recorded live here in our theater. We're going to dive into the important conversations of our present through a script club focused on the stories of Americans of color by 5 of our greatest playwrights working right now, hosted by artists of color from around the country. And we're going to celebrate the future of the Kitchen Theater and the American Theater by developing 2 brand new plays here in our space. And then we're going to cap the season with 1 live world premiere production of Carolyn Vaeni's Shape. So, what do you need to know right away? When is the season going to start? It's going to start in December with our super fun holiday party, and then programming kicks off in January of 2021. How are we going to deliver it to you? It'll be a hybrid of online and in-person events, 20 events throughout the period from January to June, capped by 1 live production. And now for the exciting part. What are the plays? It's time for the curtain to go up on the Journey to 30. Act 1 gets underway with our hilarious and ribald match game holiday party. Join local celebrities as we party the night away in homage to the classic game show with special prizes, special guests, and lots of wine. You heard me right. Lots of wine at an online event, because nobody's got to drive. The season begins in earnest on January 14th with a visit to our recent past with the last performance in the Percy Browning Performance Space, featuring local actress and singer Erica Steenhagen, directed by our previous artistic director, Bevan O'Gara, Cry It Out by Molly Smith Metzler.
Oh, I loved it. It was really wonderful.
It showed me a ton of different perspectives that I never would have thought about.
Oh, I loved the show. I laughed, I cried, I laughed and cried some more.
I liked that it was so funny while tackling such complicated and difficult issues.
I got angry, I got sad. I really want everyone to see this. I think it's doing such a good job of describing the awful situations of motherhood.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Journey to 30. My name is Bevan O'Gara and I am the former producing artistic director at the Kitchen Theater Company. I first came to the Kitchen in the spring of 2017 and now I am here in my kitchen in Boston, Massachusetts. What do I love about Cry It Out? I love how it discusses ideas of the American economy. I love how it shatters some of our thoughts and notions on women's choice in America. I love how funny it is. And particularly, I love how unexpected the characters are. I love how they surprise us and themselves with who they really are and the things that they discover through parenthood. Thank you so much to all of the incredible KTC supporters who've gotten the Kitchen to this moment in time. It's such a wonderful community to be a part of, and you make the Kitchen what it is. Thank you.
A week later, we'll dive into our first script club with the Pulitzer Prize-winning and Tony-nominated play Sweat by Lynn Nottage. Sweat takes us to Reading, PA, one of the poorest cities in America. Friendships are tested when a black woman is promoted to factory management just before all the jobs move to Mexico. Our conversation on Sweat will be hosted by Alvin Keith, an award-winning actor who played Brucey in the Huntington Theater production in Boston. Act 1 finishes with Showtime and Audible theater writer Chiza Hutchinson, who gives us our first look at the future with her new play, Whitelisted. This challenging and thought-provoking new play is a horror revenge fantasy set in a gentrified Brooklyn brownstone. And in a great bit of serendipity, the pre-pandemic world premiere of this play was set to feature a familiar KTC face, actress Kate McCluggage. We are so excited that both Chiza and Kate will host our conversation about the play. Act 2 begins with a reprise of Carl Gregory's hilarious and heartfelt performance in Every Brilliant Thing. This interactive solo features cameos by KTC supporters and friends and was directed by Wendy Dan, professor at Ithaca College.
Well, hello, and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Carl Gregory, and thanks so much for joining us for KTC's Journey to 30. 30 years of making theater in Ithaca. I joined KTC in January of 2002, so I've been making theater with KTC for 18 years now. Isn't that crazy? My favorite KTC memory, I think, would be in the old Clinton house, where you had to run outside and through that long hallway and lobby to make an entrance through the theater doors. It was a long way to go to make an entrance, but hey, what are you gonna do? And you know what? Susanna Berryman has a great story about backstage at the old KTC when there was no bathroom back there. So I hope she tells that one. I just want to say thank you to our loyal patrons and subscribers for sticking with us through this crazy COVID year and for getting us to the 30th anniversary of KTC. I cannot wait to be back in the theater with you, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Act 2's Script Club will feature one of America's most popular new writers, Lauren Yee. I met Lauren when she was still a second-year graduate student, and even then, her plays were being produced in the country's best theaters. Today, she's a resident playwright at Signature Theater in New York and has won all the prizes. We'll be discussing her funny and timely play, The Great Leap, about a star of the sidewalk basketball courts in San Francisco's Chinatown who strong-arms his way onto an American college team traveling to Beijing for a friendship game. We'll be joined for a conversation about basketball, China, and America by the Obie and Lucille Lortel winning actor Francis Zhu. Act 2 concludes with our first full new play development workshop. Stephanie Kuo's final boarding call takes a human-scale frontline look at the democratic protests in Hong Kong. Wait a minute! I can hear you asking, David, what the heck is a new play development workshop? Great question. At its simplest, it's a script-in-hand, music stand reading of a new unproduced play. But at its best, it's a chance for our audience to come right into the heart of the process with a group of artists in real time as they build a new play. In our workshops, there'll be 4 chances to be a part of the art. There'll be 2 full readings of the play performed live by actors here in our theater, hopefully. There'll be a context conversation with a subject area expert related to the play. This should be particularly fascinating with Stephanie's play. And there'll be a design presentation by some of our great visual artists who will give us a 3D multimedia vision of what the play would look like in our theater. This is really exciting. I've spent the last 10 years or so developing new plays. 30 of them have gone on to be produced in New York, in London, in Toronto, and around the US. The Kitchen has a long history of producing new plays, but this is a chance for our audience, our curious, inquisitive, educated audience, to come right into the process and make a difference in the life of a new American play. Final boarding call makes the political intimately personal. Stephanie, a Hong Kong writer and Yale MFA currently quarantining in Hong Kong, brings us an amazing frontline perspective on a critical international issue. Act 3 finds us in a comic mood with the return of longtime favorite Susanna Berryman in her charming turn in Jen Silberman's The Roommate.
I thought they were both hilarious. They both worked brilliantly together. They're just a power duo, the two of them.
And both characters complemented each other so well, but yet I felt like both of them learned from each other so many things.
Hi, I'm Susanna Berryman, and I've been a part of the Kitchen Theater since its very first year. The Roommate was my 21st production with KTC. How far it's come. I remember the days when the Kitchen Theater did not have its own backstage toilets. They had to seat the audience, then hold the curtain for a few minutes while the actors scurried into the lobby to make their last comfort stop before the lights went down. Over the years, the kitchen has had productions in a number of different locations, but now it has its own forever home, where we'll all get to be together again one day. We miss you. I was so grateful to get to be a part of this production of The Roommate. I got to be in a room full of all these smart, fun women who were really committed to getting to the heart of the story, and we had a great time getting there. I'm curious. Have you ever rented a room in your house to a complete stranger? How did that go for you?
Act 3's script club will be Viet Gone by Quy Nguyen, the raucously funny founder of New York's Obie-winning Vampire Cowboys Theater. This romantic comedy takes on what it means to be a new American, particularly a new American of color. The night will be hosted by Jeffrey Lowe, Associate Artistic Director of the Tony-winning TheaterWorks Silicon Valley and director of the show at Capitol Rep in Albany. Act 3 also contains one more fantastic new play development workshop. But we're leaving the title TBA for now so we can make sure that we get the most current and the most important conversation for our stage. We wrap up Act 3 with the return of Lip Sync, everyone's favorite music parody competition. Get your gold lame pants, your plastic mics, and your dance moves ready. Act 4 is where the season really catches fire. First up is one I'm super excited about. Bloom Where You Grow, an original documentary film directed by our own artistic director emerita, Rachel Lambert. Rachel's work has been an inspiration to me and to hundreds of theater artists. So I'll let her inspire you.
Hello, and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Rachel Lambert, and I'm so glad to be here with you this evening. And before we start, I'm just wondering how many of you are here in my kitchen for the very first time? Well, this is my kitchen, and you're welcome to look around. My husband David and I have been doing a lot of cooking since my retirement. And I have finally found the time to begin to organize stacks of memorabilia from my 20 years as artistic director. 13 years in the Clinton house, including the 2 years of acquiring and renovating and ultimately moving into the wonderful building on West MLK Street, and 7 more exciting years there leading this company. Well, I've dug into the closets, opened the storage bins, hunted through the mess in the garage, and I've begun to contact the gigantic list of artists, designers, technicians, and supporters from those 20 years. And I'm putting together an evening of memories, onstage and backstage stories, including never-before-seen video clips to celebrate our 20 years together as the Kitchen Theater Company makes the journey to 30. Hope to see you in May 2021.
As if that wasn't enough, we cap our script year with Fairview by Pulitzer Prize winner Jackie Sibbles Drury. This fascinating, theatrical, controversial play literally breaks down the way we watch a play in order to ask how we watch each other. Race and the theater collide in a vibrant conversation. And then, drum roll please, we are back on stage. The capstone to the entire journey to 30 is our world premiere production of Shape by Carolyn Vaney. A thrilling and funny look at strength, about how women get strong, and about how women understand their own strength. Let's visit with director and playwright Carolyn Vaney.
180, 190, 200! Woo! Hello, and welcome to the Kitchen Theater's Journey to 30, a journey I myself completed almost 19 years ago. Wait, why would you write that?
It's true.
I'm just gonna paraphrase a little. A journey I myself have completed recently. My name is Carolyn Vaney, and I'm coming to you from Dallas, Texas, a phrase I never thought I'd say in my life. Ever. The show that I'm a part of this year is a comedy called Shape, and what I really love about it is that I wrote it, and will be directing it, and it's based entirely on my true life story, except for the parts with my mother in them. Those are fake. Nobody's mother would ever say those things to them in real life. One of my favorite kitchen theater memories is last year when they called me and told me that they were gonna do the show. And then COVID came and destroyed everyone's hopes and dreams. But then They called me back this year and said they're gonna do the show again! Hooray! Thanks, Kitchen Theater, and thank you, Kitchen Theater audiences, for sticking with theater through this very odd time and for allowing us spaces to gather together and tell our stories. I will see you so soon. Hopefully.
At the climax of the play, the lead actress deadlifts 250 pounds live on stage. It's going to be incredible. This production is supported by grants from the National Endowment for the Arts and Southern Methodist University. Even better, all the fitness equipment for this show will come from Advantage Fitness in Ithaca. Thanks, John. And here's the best part. If the public health situation doesn't allow us to produce this play in our venue, we'll produce it outside. We are currently evaluating sites for an outdoor production that maintains our high production standards and provides the best safety and health procedures for our artists and for our audiences. So that's it. That's our journey. 20 fantastic events built around 12 outstanding plays with some of the best artists working here at the Kitchen and around the US. We could not be more excited, and we can't wait for you to join the Journey to 30.
Hi, I'm RJ Levine, Director of Development at the Kitchen Theater Company. We're so excited about the rich roster of events we have in store for you this season. Here's how it's going to work. Each of our 4 acts spans about 3 to 4 weeks and contains one component from the past, one from the present, and one from the future. And we're going to deliver those components in a variety of innovative ways. What does that mean exactly? Let us explain.
For streaming, patrons will be invited to revisit 4 memorable previous productions that were filmed right here in our theater, and they will be streamed online throughout the entire season. It'll be just like a YouTube video. We'll send you a link with a password, and you will have 1 week to view it.
Our script clubs will take a deep dive into 5 great contemporary plays written by award-winning playwrights of color. Subscribers will receive a PDF version of each script 2 weeks ahead of time and a Zoom link to join us live for the discussion of the play. These discussions will be facilitated by special guest artists who have been intimately involved in each play.
Twice this season, we'll have actors in our theater for a 2-week-long new play development workshop. Over the course of the 2 weeks, there'll be a combination of live stream videos to watch, a Zoom call to join, and even the chance for a small, socially distanced audience to be here in our theater to see the show.
Hi everyone, I'm Connectivity Associate Marissa Accordino.
And I'm Artistic Management Associate Tyler Struble.
We are so excited about this season and all that we're offering. There are 20 evenings of hybrid, in-person, and virtual entertainment, plus the world premiere of Shape.
And here's the best part. This year, every subscriber gets every show.
Our Journey subscription is just $229 and includes everything in the season, plus 1 ticket to the world premiere of Shape next June.
I want to thank everyone who plans to become a subscriber this season. Because of you, we're going to be able to do something we've aspired to do for years. Introducing the Pay What You Want subscription, which makes our programming available to all the theater lovers in our community. Because important conversations happen in the kitchen, but only when everyone is invited to the table.
Our season is a countdown. From now until June, there will be 5 script clubs, 4 streamed performances, 3 special events, 2 new play development workshops, and 1 world premiere.
And then we'll arrive at our 30th anniversary of the Kitchen Theater Company for our 2021-22 season. We are so excited to have you join this journey.
Hi, I'm Randy Ehrenberg, President of the Board of the Kitchen Theater. What the Kitchen does so well is produce very interesting and engaging plays with lots of heart. The small theater invites intimacy. The acting and directing have to be superb. We are often able to see into the souls of the performers. Over the years, I have traveled on highly emotional journeys with Carl Gregory. His performances in both Every Brilliant Thing and The Lonely Planet are still in my mind's eye. I felt his pain and struggles when he suffered the difficult lives of the characters that he portrayed. I can still see Susanna Berryman twinkling from the bottom of her feet to the top of her head in two particular scenes in The Roommate. The Kitchen Theater truly deserves the honor it has received repeatedly of being identified as Ithaca's best cultural asset. Please support our theater now at this very dark time for theaters everywhere. Join us on the Kitchen's journey to 30. Subscribe, donate, make a difference. Thank you.